Hello and welcome to my video. First things first, could you tell me how my mic sounds and the settings of my mic, and if I should make it louder or if I should make it quieter, because I just got a new mic and I want to hear the feedback. But this is going to be a video on the strongest character from Brawlhalla, who I think is Fate. I think Fate has pretty good stats with 7 speed, 7 damage, and then you can just put it into defense, meaning she's got a good set of well-rounded stats. And she has absolutely amazing SIGs and weapon synergy. This overall, I think, makes her the most well-rounded, best character in Brawlhalla, because even if they nerf all her weapons to the ground, she still has these really strong SIGs and really strong stats. Right now, Cypher and Orb are quite strong, and it shows when you're playing against Fate, because she's a really, really good character. Hopefully I can get some W's and show off some of her good SIGs, and show off her in general. I hit top 100 the other day. But I'm not sure if it really counts on it. It was kind of the start of the season, people hadn't grinded, but still, I hit top 100, and that's a big achievement for me. I've been playing Brawl for quite a while, and through hitting top 100, I've kind of found what characters are considered strong, considered bad, and why. And what makes a character strong in Brawlhalla seems to be the all-roundedness of them. They can't just have one like strong SIG or one strong weapon. They have to have good stats, good everything. Like for say Mordex has amazing stats and amazing signatures. His weapon synergy is 2 string weapons, but gauntlets can kill. So he kind of covers all those options, and I would call him the best character in Brawlhalla, but I think that it's Fate just because of her stats. Right now, I think that Orb is also stronger than gauntlets. But that's just my opinion. I play a lot of gauntlets, and I feel like the matchup is difficult against Orb. So if I had to pick between Mordex or Fate in like a 1v1, I would pick the Fate if they had equal skill, because I think the matchup is better for her. And I don't think you can be the best character in the game when a character kind of does everything slightly better than you and would beat you. So that's why I think it's Fate. Her evolving SIGs, or I'm not sure what to really call them, how they change after charging for a bit, are also really good, because it means she has a quick option. Many characters don't have the quick option, they just have the slow option. And that means, and her having these really quick SIGs, which are extremely difficult to punish, makes it so she can kind of throw them out a lot. And yes, Scythe struggles to kill, but Orb doesn't struggle to kill with its sidelights there. And these good SIGs make up for it struggling to kill, because they are so quick that honestly they could be light attacks on other weapons. Orb finds it a lot easier to kill with just sidelights there. And overall, I think as a character, she just works. Sandstorm has played a lot of Fate, especially when the Gauntlets nerfs came. He kind of dropped gauntlets and picked up Orb, because Orb was really strong at the time. That's kind of thrusted her into the limelight a lot more, because having pro players play and content creators play Fate, like Egg Soup, someone who plays Fate, it really means that they get to see that the character is good enough. Because if your character doesn't really get played, you might be asking why, and you might think it's because they're not strong enough, but we definitely know Fate is. Gotta get him there. That's okay, because he's in dark red. Hopefully I can get some strings. Maybe a sidelight into Sarah, or just a Sarah. There we go. Good edge guarding. And her general edge guarding and stage control with her SIGs and offstage game of her 2 weapons make it so she's not just good on the ground, but she's also good in the air and offstage, which is extremely strong. She also has unique characteristics that many characters don't have, like being able to recover with the side SIG if you grab cancel it, because it goes quite far. It means that you have a mix up when recovering. Real Miami Dome, one of my favorite maps. I like the platforms because they don't really get in the way of many combos, but they can extend height combos if you use them right. Whereas some maps the platforms are at such a height that they can disrupt many combos, especially those that involve a graph cancel. I think Val's a well-rounded character, but her weapons kind of do very similar things, and that is a big issue. Gauntlets and Sword are extremely similar, with they both kind of try and rack up strings, but I guess Gauntlet gets that more string potential and damage potential and loses a couple true combos. The only other character I would consider putting here is a character that like Brawlhalla, but I think he suffers in too many spots. He's not well rounded enough to be called the best character. Like, he's got good stats because he's kind of just like a walking tank, you know, really hard to kill him, and he wins trades because of his 2 weapons. But I think his lack of speed and his meh sigs mean that he's just very strong in some places and bad in others. So if they ever nerfed like his weapons, or they ever nerfed like a stat, they could really cripple Brawlhalla. Whereas as Fate has kind of jack of all traits, master of none sort of thing, where you can nerf one thing about her, but she's still got about 20 other things, which are extremely good. And that's why I think Fate will kind of always be meta. The quick sigs also, like, after a read you can just throw them out and use them as a reading tool, and then even if you miss you, it's really difficult for them to be punished. I think Sivani or Val is good, but again let down by her 6 and weapon synergy. But I think now Brawlhalla's got 50 characters. That's insane. You know, on its way to 100, really. There we go. Got the win, got the 2 stock. I'm gonna hop into another one. Maybe change some things up, pick a different color. But we'll go Lovesick and the new side I got from the battle pass from Jiro. I think overall this season's good, especially this ranked season. This ranked season's gonna be very good, in my opinion. I think that the tournament's coming up, low tier city. I got a 2s partner for it this time, and I'm entering 1s as well. Hopefully, I'm playing Cannon, I'm playing Onyx, and might have to switch up if I'm losing. But hopefully, I can get a W in a tournament. No, hopefully, I can get a decent rank to prove that Cannon's not as bad as everyone says. I think the recent buffs changed everyone's opinion on that. But I mean, I played it before the buffs and I thought it was not that bad. I think the weapon balance in Brawlhalla is really tight and good, because you can see that they do tiny little changes to weapons, and suddenly the weapon's like, oh yeah, this is the new best weapon, and with a tiny change. I think that overall good weapon and character balance is something that makes it competitively fun to watch, because you don't get like all of the same characters. Sometimes you have little upsets where there's like a lot of the same character just because of one like specific broken thing, but normally in a couple patches that's fixed, or that's nerfed. And I remember one of the most recent tournaments, there were like 6 Olgrims in top 8 or something like that, and that was absolutely ridiculous. Just so many Olgrims everywhere. But that was because Axe and Lance was very strong that patch, like very good, like too good. And then Axe countered Lance very well, so Olgrim, you got to play both. Also, Dex isn't really that important, and he's really low Dex, meaning that he kind of had everything that patch. But since then, they've nerfed Axe, nerfed Lance a lot. Now Lance struggles to kill after having one of the best kill options in the game, because they made it not true. But that overall has made it strong. That made Olgrim strong, but they fixed it. I have a good video coming tomorrow. Be sure to tune into that. This was kind of just a filler so I can edit that other video and get it all finalized. But yeah, it's gonna be a good video. It's gonna be a very funny one. I think many of you are gonna enjoy that. Be sure to look out for that. I think 8 PM UK time tomorrow. So I'm not sure what that is for everyone else, but hopefully you can be there. It's definitely going to be a good one. This was kind of just filler, so I can get on with this, because I didn't want to kind of just have a day of like silence. I did upload very late for me last night, because I recorded that video, but I didn't get around to rendering it for ages, and I didn't realize that it would take like a couple hours even. But overall, feedback on my mic, that would be very appreciated. If you've got to here, please leave me a comment on how my mic sounds, because I really want to know, because obviously I can adjust how loud it is, I can adjust when it picks up my voice, because if there's any background noise, I can add noise suppression. So tell me what's wrong so I can fix it and hopefully sound nice. And there you go. GG. Thank you guys for watching. Just wanted to get some videos out. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, because that is when the gold is going to be. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you got to here, look at the screen right now. Look at the if I get hit by a SIG, the video ends. That's one of my best videos, and I highly recommend you watch it. See you in the next one. Later.